Tim and Joel on Nova.
So we're all looking pretty good at the moment, but our good friend Matt Moran's looking a bit stocky. He actually smells a bit stocky at the moment as well.
So stocky. Maybe that's the bag.
Why is that? I thought you were a fit guy.
Mate, what are you
got a gym
talking
at your house?
about? What are you talking about? I was gymming every day this week. What are you talking about?
Matt, you look delicious as ever.
Thank you, Joel. I know what they're getting at, buddy. I know what they're doing. I know what they're saying.
Here's what I'm getting at. My perfect stock, not my Matt's, but my perfect stock is available now at Woolies and Coles and all independent supermarkets. And it's proper stock in a packet.
Yes.
That you don't have to refrigerate until you open it.
Well, you were just asking all of the rules about
all
stock.
the rules.
All good stuff in there, all natural, and it's not something that we just did overnight. That's taken a long, long time.
Yeah,
and it's been out for about 8 weeks, and it's doing really well, and we're selling lots of it, which we're very happy about, and lots of good comments, and
so I'm
comments. Stocky. I'm definitely stocky.
You're super stocky.
Look, Joel, Tim, I will put that up against any other stock in a blind tasting, and I guarantee I get it right every time.
Wow.
Yep.
I'd back you on that. You seem like a very, I'm trying to find another word for a very anal person, very, very
Try
harder. No, but you know what I mean? Like, you put the work in. Like, I can't imagine you would wing anything.
No, we've been, and Laura, who's my right hand, been with me 18 years. She's got a great palate, probably better than mine, and we've just been really, really down, into the factory tasting and doing it. We've got a few more that we're going to release next year.
So there's chicken, there's beef, there's vegetable.
How does one taste stock when you're having all tasting?
Yeah.
How do you do it? Do you just have little swish it around your mouth like a tiny little wine tasting?
Yeah, it's exactly like in little cups, and we just sit there and we just taste, and we add a little bit more, and we make sure we document what we put in it.
Yeah.
And then they do a big batch, and then we keep tasting it until we get it right.
So good.
So it's
It's all ingredients I recognise too. There's not code names or formulas
or numbers.
No, it's all good.
M6 *5 question mark.
There are some out there which says chicken, beef, and vegetable.
Yeah.
And the chicken and the beef ones don't even have chicken or beef in it. They're
may contain
plant-based.
traces of.
Yeah.
Now, Joel, we were talking about lazy dinners on the show yesterday. Before we get to your marinade, what's your lazy dinner at home? Because
mine?
Because when I've gone to your house to cook, it is a proper occasion, and you go, and you know how normally you go, chefs don't cook at home. Well, that's bullshit.
And you really do, and you've got that amazing walk-in, the cool room.
Yeah,
that's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Where's your fridge?
I went in there.
You're in
it.
You know what? When I got the house, I thought, I need a cool room. It's like everyone was arguing, saying, "You don't need it, you won't need it," and it's always, as you know, it's always full. And it's quite funny because I remember my daughter's 18th birthday, and that was at my house, and they're making speeches. And all these kids got up and made speeches, and they kept talking about the door that kept giving. And I'm like, what are they talking about? And then I realised it's the cool room. They go in there and pinch all the grog.
Yeah.
And, they kept giving.
But is there a lazy dinner for you at all?
Look, a lazy dinner
it can't be chefy.
Well, all right. It can't be. Well, it's got to be a little bit chefy.
No, you can't be.
What do you mean?
I won't plug the stock anymore.
All right. A lazy. I do like a boiled chicken in master stock, right? But a master stock, I just pull it out and I just keep doing it. I use a good stock, but quite often, if I have a big lunch on a Saturday, Sunday, and I have friends over entertaining, if I can get rid of them at a certain time, which is very rare, and I just want a very, very lazy something to eat, it's not uncommon for me to have a boiled egg on toast.
There you go.
Okay, good.
Oh, perfect.
Lazy dinner.
Dippy eggs.
Yeah.
Now, to Joel's point, Ricky and I are very particular about our steak, salt and pepper, olive oil. We've been through that.
Yeah.
But Joel ruins his meat.
I don't, Matt. The
He
thing
ruins
is,
it.
the thing
He
is, these
stuffs
two, they like to follow the rules, and they don't. I like to get out there and get creative.
But rules are there
do
for
my
a
chocky
reason.
dip dates.
To be broken.
They're not.
To be
They're-
broken.
Thank you, Matt. I knew you'd get it.
No, but tell
on
him
the
what
same
you do, because
wavelength.
he'll agree with us.
I marinate my steak.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
I marinate my steak.
You
I
lost me.
marinate my
But he
steak. Well,
gets
you haven't
good
tried it,
meat.
have you?
He gets
You haven't tried it,
ribeye
Matt?
and he
Good
marinates
man, and he
it.
marinates in paprika and stuff.
You lost
Oh, well,
me.
then I'm not going to give you my 7 secret herbs and spices.
Paprika and salts and peppers and whatever, and you can rub it on a brisket if you're going to smoke it. but
Oh, yeah.
not, you know,
Okay.
and that's how you cure it. And I'm actually doing a brisket at the farm on the
Do you
weekend.
still have that egg
yeah,
barbecue thing?
I've got a couple of eggs.
Is
I've got one.
that worth it?
Oh yeah, they're bloody good. Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, I'm not
They're
getting
expensive.
paid for them.
They
either.
are expensive.
They are
Are there
expensive. but
any
they are
vacant
very good.
venues near one of your venues? Because I might open a competing steak joint, I think. Yeah.
Good luck. Good
Oh,
luck.
Yeah.
Joel. You know
Yeah.
what? We need people like that every now and then because, you know, in a year's time we pick up some cheap equipment.
You know what you could call it, Joel? You could call it Lady Marinade.
Yes. Yes. No, very
What
well
your
played,
mate's
Matt.
marinade.
I'll tell you what, over the years, I've had so many footballers come to me and say, hey, you know, I want to open up a cafe or a restaurant. You know, it must be easy. You can do it.
Rude.
How rude.
That is
It's
so
just too
rude.
funny, you know. And one particular, and I told him, you know, I said, you know, if you turn over 30 grand a week, you know, then you've got all your costs and you might make, you know, you'd be lucky to make 5%. And he's like, so I don't get the 30? I'm like,
Oh, no. Babe.
I will
keep
also
playing footy,
say-
buddy.
Good
Get knocked
food,
in the head a few times.
good stock, good toilets too, I will say.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
you
because
made a little
there was a
visit,
bit of a
didn't you?
line at the Vivid last Sunday in Sydney. And I'm like, where? I just need to, I'm busting.
Yep.
So I went into Aria and used the bathrooms and ordered two
Mate,
gin martinis with a twist.
Not many people can get away with that, but I'm sure that you could.
I
But,
did.
You know, and what we're going to have a flood of people now going down to Vivid
I know.
and coming into Aria and say, well, Tim Blackwell did it. You know, can I have a martini to go? In fact, I don't mind if you have a couple of martinis.
I'm not going to go in there and just use
Yeah,
the
'cause that's
facilities. I'm
quite a
not an
quick
animal.
You just got to walk in like you own the joint.
Tim, they all know you there, so I don't think you'd have a problem anyway.
You could sell martinis with a side of toilet. Like you could like get $5, like extra $5 you get to use the loo.
Well, you know, I was in Europe last year in Sicily, and you know, so many places you go to, you got to pay to use the toilet.
I know, it's so weird. And they
Yeah.
sometimes have
and
attendants
he's
in the
got a bloody
toilets.
euro on him, you know.
Oh, no.
Euro to
Tough
euro.
go every day.
Matt Moran's here. My Perfect Stock is available right now. And look, this must be a misprint. $5.90 for all those natural ingredients. That can't be
serious?
right.
I've seen it for $5.50 actually.
Wow.
There you go.
Out of date.
The rest
It can't be out of date. We just made it.
You're going to stick around for Whisper Challenge next.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.